Alright, so welcome back. This is Africa from Africa and Wisdom. So we're here with another weekly pick a card reading. This one is going to be like a general life reading. Hopefully I can get, give a better sense of probably where you are and where you could be headed. The cards I chose were oracle cards. So there's Starseed oracle. So they look like, oh my goodness, they look like this. That light doesn't help. They look like this. And so these were just like the main cards to like pick from out of the whole pick a card reading. And then like as we go more deeper into it, we're going to use like my tarot cards just to get a better in-depth reading. I'm sorry, my camera look weird. A better in-depth reading of like what the situation could be, or ways that we can, or solutions we can find to get you out of a current situation. But just give me a second so I can show you the cards. So for those who haven't I'm all tongue-tied today. For those who haven't had a chance, can actually take a chance. And I'm doing this during a Cancer moon, but this reading will be timeless. So whenever you see it, whenever you watch it, it'll still have, whatever you currently need. I just think it's the best time to do it with this Cancer moon, soon leaving, and then we'll be going straight into Leo. So I decided with all this empathic ability and all these emotional, things going on with the Cancer moon in such high vibration, I thought it would probably be best to, feed off that and see, what's going on. There's been a lot of, in a lot of my personal readings, I've been getting a lot of water cup energy. So it's like, I think it's been like a strong emotional thing that seems to be universal, especially with everything going on with us currently. So let me stop talking and let me show you the cards so we can get started. Right, so the piles you can choose from is group 1, which is Obsidian, group 2, which is Fire Quartz, and group 3, which is Bloodstone. So in terms of people who haven't done pick a card readings and things like that, from other things that I've seen and experiences, it's better to take a breath. They say at least 3 to 5 breaths just to, calm your mind and to help you easily choose. But the way I've seen this like best for me is usually going with like my intuition. So like as soon as I look at like maybe a number, or like I'll see a glimpse of a crystal and it'll just stay on my mind. That's usually how I pick. But you're gonna pick how you feel free, and then we're just gonna go through each. And if one doesn't resonate with you, please do not be stressed or worried to check like more than one, of the piles, because sometimes the first one doesn't always hit right. And then if it doesn't, then feel free to look at the other ones and see if they resonate with you. And if they don't, please understand this is a general reading. So with the general reading, it may not fit all of you, but it's made for a good, a good majority of people watching this. All right, so let's get started. All right, so for group pile 1, those of you who have chose the Obsidian crystal, this black one right here, we're going to get started. So hopefully, I think I said earlier that we will be having like the oracle cards, but then we'll also be using my main tarot, just because I feel like it'll give a more in-depth meaning to probably what's going on. I should probably flip this card first. All right, just to start. Oh my goodness, I'm not good at this. All right, so we have the card. Oh, I didn't even show you. We have the card of Activated Earth. Is that crooked? All right. So Activated Earth says power places, trust where you're led, lead lines. If I can be honest with you, I don't know what lead lines means, but this card specifically is more so trusting the process, like trusting where you're going, versus like, being overwhelmed and being like, I don't know if I'm making the right decision. Like if you choose this pile, the energy I'm getting is that you're going like the right way. It may not be like a way you're used to. Oh my goodness. Or like a way you expected. But it's still very much, the path that you're meant to go on. And the thing with this card is to not get discouraged about this new place that you're going to. It's to go about this like head on, face first, explore it. It's gonna be like this different place, but it's gonna be like this good energy, this place that you're like meant to be. Like Like, trust where the universe is sending you. Let me just turn this card around. All right, so we have Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. Mind you, all right, so for you don't know, I have my like little booklet. It's with all my notes. So I wrote like all my tarot meanings down in there. So I'm going to skim through that before like officially giving you your full reading. But I just want to see what cards you were presented with this trusting where you're led. You have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so we have a lot of isolation. With the situation that's going on currently, it's not a shock to me that like there's this huge isolation going on. Like people like with you having to be stuck at home, or if you're an essential worker only really going from work to home, it's like a lot of isolation. So some people still chill with, you know, family and friends, not, you know, but some people have wholeheartedly threw themselves into this quarantine, and it's just like, I'm not going anywhere if I don't have to go anywhere. So I get this strong sense that the Hermit reversed may not be like your purposeful energy, but it could be. It could be. I don't know why, but I feel the energy. Let me just, I'm only was supposed to pick 3 cards, but for some reason I'm feeling the energy to pick just one more. So just give me 1 second. Then we're gonna break this down with this activated earth. So trusting where you're led and the instances about it. All right. So Page of Cups. All right, so already with this energy, Two of Wands usually represents like a decision that needs to be made. So that's something I could tell you. So Two of Wands is described in reverse. Forgive me, in reverse is about fear of the unknown and lack of planning, like not knowing what's gonna happen and not really taking any steps to try to figure out. So just, I guess, going head first. So what that could say is that a lot of you are like rushing into a lot of activities, which this is a very good time to be creative, seeing as how we're quarantined. And you really, if you're not an essential worker, the best thing to do is to throw yourself in creative endeavors with everything going on. But what I'm seeing here is that there's a process that you're rushing, that you couldn't really decide between either or, and now you're either rushing the process or you're not making like a decision at all. So that's like energy I'm already getting. Like, this may be with this like trusting where you're led, this could be also, you know, you not listening to your intuition. Like the Two of Wands usually represents like having to decide between one thing or the other, and with so much going on, you probably have a gut feeling of where you should go, but you're probably not fully following it, which is completely natural. But it's only natural when you're not aware of like what your gut feels like. Like, everybody's gut doesn't tell them the same. I've met some people whose gut tells them, like, you know, from their stomach they get strong butterflies. People, they hear certain things or they see certain signs. So I feel like with this situation, you may be ignoring where you're supposed to be led by not like fully trusting yourself or the process that's being showed to you. So be very mindful of that with decisions that you have to make, especially in this current, you know, state of everything going on. Please be, you know, willing to like to listen to yourself, listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. Then we have the Hermit in reverse. And the Hermit in reverse is, first of all, the Hermit itself is Virgo energy. So this could be you, or for somebody you're close to, this energy is too much isolation. It's this loneliness, this refocusing on soul searching, and this unwelcomed isolation. Like I said, with the current situation we're in with this I want to say COVID-19, but it's actually called coronavirus. I don't know why I thought about the actual, I don't know. But there's a lot of isolation going on. People are like stuck at home. You're probably stuck with family, or, you know, things like that. And that's not a bad thing, because we all need time for family. But it's the isolation and the sadness may be different. So also this card is telling you to refocus on soul searching. So it could also be a message to do something with this time you have alone. You feel me? It doesn't have to automatically mean like, oh, okay, I'm just isolated, so I'm sad and everything sucks and it's just how it... No. It's telling you to refocus on yourself. This is a great opportunity for people to really take time and learn about themselves if they can. Like, if they have the ability to, and you're like kind of home for a majority of your time, it's a good time to really look within yourself and rediscover yourself. Some people haven't had a break in years, decades, to just really sit back and be like, you know what do I like? What do I enjoy? What creative ideas have I come up with that I haven't put to fruition that I could put to fruition now? Like, it's soul search, rediscover yourself. Like, it's crazy because this is not like the best situation, but on like the other side of the spectrum, this is actually a good situation for you to take time to relearn you. Then also we have the Tower upright. The Tower upright is sudden change. It's this chaos, revelation, awakening, taking out old, bringing in new. So when I'm already getting with this, the isolation and with this Tower card, so bring out old, this soul searching is so you can now learn yourself, like how you are currently. So like, it's probably with the situation, it's a lot going on, but probably in your own personal life, it's a lot going on as well. And so what the Tower is basically showing you is that things are going to change. They're going to change fast. And that's probably why the Hermit card, even though it's in reverse, the Hermit card even appeared. Because it's strongly telling you, like, it's probably about to be a lot more than what it is right now. And you need to be, like, emotionally, mentally, physically prepared for it. And that's what the time to yourself is needed. Like, take this time, just for you to be ready for all of these sudden changes, these obstacles. And it's also a time for awakening. It's also a time for bringing out, taking out the old. And I messed that all up, forgive me. It's a time for, taking out the old and bringing in the new. So this could also be paired with why you need that soul searching. You are now like in a place to where it's like you can now fully identify, how you are without the worry of so many other people consistently. Like, you kind of get to examine like yourself, like to sit there and be like, you know what, where's my mindset? Like, where am I headed, and where do I want to be headed? You feel me? Where's my gut telling me to go? Where's this trust? That where am I being led to? Or it just could be like, what's the current place that, you feel me, I'm in? Like, you could also be with this Two of Wands. I really do feel like it's a gut decision. I really do feel like it's something that you haven't been fully like deciding on. And for some people, you're gonna know what this decision is that you're not really making. And for others, this may be a time telling you, like, for some reason you're stuck in between one thing or the other. You need to take this time to identify like what's going on and what you really want and where you're being led before all these changes happen. And you're like, it is what it is, you feel me? So I feel like this is the universe giving you a little message of time, like, because now things are about to go how they go regardless. So now it's either you adjust and keep up with it and learn you and soul search and be ready for the spiritual change, physical change, mental change, emotional change, or it just kind of happens and you got to deal with it anyway. This is more of a calmer option before the universe, really sends you with everything that it needs for you to grow up. Because it gives us the choice to grow up before it throws it at us. You feel me? It's a lot of choices. But then when we don't follow choices, we get situations where you have to grow up. And to this extent, I feel like this Hermit, go back to soul searching, focus on you, take time for you. It's all about you. Then we have this Page of Cups in reverse. This Page of Cups is Pisces energy. So these situations, so this could be a Virgo, this could be a Pisces, whether this is you or somebody you know, but especially with Pisces, this being a Cancer moon, like Pisces is a strong, intuitive, psychic sign. So with this as well, it could be like a heighten of your actual abilities. If you are like yourself a water sign or a Virgo, this could be letting you know that there will be a spiritual heighten in your psychic abilities, and that's why you need to get it together, because things are gonna be very different for you. You're not gonna see things the same. And I feel like with this thing, with everything that's going on now, I feel like once we get back into being able to go out and things like that, people are gonna have a lot of hidden talents or hidden creativities that they did not know about that will now be more conscious when we go back out. Like, oh, I never knew I could do this, or I never knew I could see this, or I never knew my spiritual self was here. And it's like, it's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. But I think you should take your time and learn, like what it is. And the Page of Cups, I'm sorry, because I got the message. I'm sorry. All right, so with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's about doubting your intuition. Yup, we already feel it. So we already got it with this card. This goes with the Two of Wands. I feel like you're not listening to yourself. I feel like inside, some part of you knows, which way to go and what to do, but you're not listening to yourself. Some of you probably are at home like, you know what, I need to get up, do yoga, or I need to get up and meditate, or I need to decide between this, that, and the third, or I need to clear my head. And a lot of you are like getting it, like your intuition is like, yo, you feel me, like get right, get yourself together during this time. And you're like, nah, I'm too tired, or you may be like, I'm not feeling it, or you could be distracting yourself with unnecessary things that could be a holdback to you really listening, like getting this trusting where you're led card. But also we have creative blocks, emotional immaturity. There we go. I'm sorry, I write really small, yeah. Emotional immaturity. So not dealing with your feelings, not dealing with your emotions, not listening to your intuition. Your creativity is blocked. So if anything, if you cannot throw yourself into creative endeavors, that probably means that the universe is telling you have other things to focus on. So I'm getting that some of these creative endeavors are actually distractions, that they're not meant to like be explored just of yet, because you have something like you're meant to learn. So for those of you who have like constant different creative outlets, and now you're feeling like blocked and you're bored and there's nothing to do, and it's, you feel me, I feel like it's blocked for a reason. Like, I feel like this is a time for you to take and explore other things that you should be into. So like, let's say you started reading a new book, you want to learn about a new topic, you want to explore something new. I feel like that's where you may be led. Like, and I more so do feel like it's with these two cards, the Hermit and the Page of Cups, I do feel like it's a spiritual sort of thing. So for those of you, meditate, or you study numerology, astrology, it's so many different things, crystals, tarot cards, oracles. I feel like this is a good time for you to do that. Like, your creative endeavors may not be physical things like just drawing and writing and things like that. They could be, mind you. But if there's like a blockage in that, it may be telling you to get like spiritually in tune, like right now, to focus on where you are at currently. And I feel like to do that, you have to trust like the process and where you're going. And I know it's hard for some people to trust that process. Some people are probably like, how do you trust that process? One thing to help you trust the process is paying attention to the signs around you. We, as people, we get signs consistently, like every day. So people who study certain things, you'll see signs, like you'll see astrology somewhere. Me, my signs are very numerical. My archangel Raziel, he sends me signs through rainbows, which I see on a consistent basis. Some spirit guides send insects and things. Is, you feel me? It's so many different signs. So I feel like if you don't know like probably what to look out for, it will be good to learn like a range of things, like what you consider an omen. Like feathers to me are my omen. So when I see feathers on the ground, I don't care if it's a pigeon feather, chicken feather, whatever, that's an omen for me. That's telling me, things are gonna come for me. And that may be how you have to, look out for signs of where you're being led to, along with following your intuition. But please let me know if this resonated with you, and thank you for being part of this reading. All right, so Pile 2, welcome back. This is your weekly pick a card reading. You have chosen the Fire Quartz. This crystal is so fire. I love it. No pun intended, but I really love this crystal. I love the pyramid shape and everything else. So it's beautiful. But let's see your card, and then we're gonna do the other cards are gonna be tarot cards. So I'm gonna try to pull 3 or more depending on what I feel like you need. But I wanted to stick with 3 just for a general basis of numbers. But let's see the card you have. You're not alone. That is so this is the Starseed Oracle cards. So I just got these. I love them to death. I love the pictures, if you can see the pictures. I love the meanings, but the card of You're Not Alone, you have isolation, physical connection, community. Okay. So basically what I'm getting from that card is with all the isolation that's going on, you probably feel like by yourself constantly. You probably feel like, it's nothing to do all day. Please understand, with everything going on, you are not the only one. Do not feel bad. It's so many people. If you are not counted as an essential worker, and then even some essential workers, between having to just go to work and come home, it's probably nothing to do for them as well. So, this isolation, you're probably wanting this physical connection. You're wanting to be back into the community. It's just like, but it's not just you. And I need you to understand that, because I feel like for some reason the energy I'm getting is that you really may feel a lot more alone than other people, or than you feel other people are. So I feel like that's also coming from like a personal place of like a situation that you're dealing with or something you're going through. So I don't just feel like it's with the COVID-19 isolation. I do feel like it's something personal that is like building this like isolation, but it's a whole community of people feeling this. Like whatever your situation is, you're not the only one in your situation. You never are. Ooh, we got a card. All right. The 9 of Swords. Alright, so something is coming to a completion almost. 9 is the right before it's complete. So 10 is the full completion. And 9 is that right before. After I pull all the cards, we're going to, give you the general reading. But with this, You're Not Alone. It's very daunting. It feels very overwhelming. It feels like this loneliness that was like I've been alone before COVID-19 ever even cause people to be, in the house all day. Queen of Pentacles. All right, so offer it, we can see it's probably some struggle with finances as well. With everything going on, struggle with finances are very it's very common with the situation. Because at the time that this happened, I know a lot of people had to stop working. Some people got fired from locations. Some people already ran through the tax money they had. Some people had savings, but with all of this going on, they had to run through it. And the Queen of Pentacles, I want to say, that's Pentacles is Earth energy. I want to say the Queen of Pentacles is Virgo. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 sec. I got my little handy dandy book. That's what I'm looking at. I love this is my book of all my notes, because I like to write stuff down. Yep, Queen of Pentacles is Virgo energy. So if you are a Virgo, or you know somebody who is a Virgo, this is something that could indicate, you've clicked on to the right reading. All right, give me one more card. And 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this is a big, this may be a big financial thing. Like, it may be a big financial setback. Not to say it only has to do with finances, but this may be like, something that is affecting your finances strongly. And this is strong like Earth energy. So if you are Earth sign, this also could be an indication that you clicked on to the right reading with the Pentacles. But let me find this first card and let's get to it. Alright, so 9 of Swords upright. 9 of Swords upright is anxious, worrying, fear, depression. Whew. Alright. So just with that alone, the sense of overwhelming fear. So now, if anything, I do feel like you're probably overstressed out. Let me read these other 2 cards to see if it's about finances. But now, if like you're stressed out, whatever it is, it's very overwhelming. but there's a reason you got this you're not alone card, because you're not going to be the only one going through it. Not to say that the effects are gonna, your effects are not as big or it's not as serious. No. It's very serious because it's still your situation. But what I'm saying is that the universe is sending you a sign, like, this is not just happening to you. Like, it's a lot of people going through similar setbacks that are as stressed and as worried and as anxious, like, as you are. So with anything, I would take this as more of like a spiritual comfort. I feel like for some of you, this is like your spirit guide trying to comfort you, to like tell you like, oh, okay, I see you and I see the struggle you're going through, but I'm telling you, like, it's not just you. Like, as your spirit guide, I'm seeing so many people go through this situation, and I need you to know, like, your spirit guide may be telling you, like, I'm here to comfort you right now. I see it. They're paying very close attention, even though it may not seem like it, because it's like the situation is so overwhelming. They are paying very close attention. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Work-home conflict. This is Virgo energy, like I already said. So work-home conflict. This could mean that during this time, you're either going to work, and that's causing a conflict between you going to work and coming home because everything is probably so overwhelming. Or, depending on if, like, you're in a relationship or whatever else, if you live with your partner, it could also be like, okay, you still have to go to work, but your partner doesn't have to go to work, and that's a work-home conflict. Or it could be like you're at work more than you're at home, and with the situation going on, that could be a conflict. Or, it's with everything going on, it's like work-home conflict is completely natural. You may be somebody who now has to work from home. Like, or it could just be that you recently, your job may have closed down and you just may be an at-home person. Like you have it's nothing you can really do right now. And it's like, it's this conflict because you need to work, but you need to also take care of your household. But then you want to be safe, but then you need to worry about, what's going on. Like, the conflict is career-wise and it's home-wise. So it's something not mixing. With a lot of people getting, like, laid off and things like that, I would completely understand if, like, that's your situation. Like, your location shut down, you got to work from home. Like I said, you being an essential worker and your partner not, or the other way around. Like, it's so many work-home conflicts. And that's where the strong sense of this anxiety and worry is coming from. You could be worrying about, like, how you're gonna move forward, as things go. But like I said, like, no matter how crazy this reading gets, that you're not alone. I can't say it should be 100% comfort, because that wouldn't fully comfort me, being honest, but it would open my perspective to be like, it's gonna be like, okay. It's going to be okay. And it's not going to seem like it. Of course it's not going to seem like it. You may not even listen to me saying it, to be honest. But truth and the reality of it is that it's going to be okay. Like, it's so much going on right now that there's nothing to do but literally try to manage. So, it's listen. Then you have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Financial failure or loss, dark side of wealth. So, financial failure or loss. With this energy, some of you could have had a savings that with this situation came up, you had to run through because you had rent, you had food, you had bills. Like, all the bills that they doing. Some companies are helping, like trying not to charge people during this time because they realize some people can't work. And then there's some companies that still, where's my money, where's my money, where's my money? So what I'm getting is a big sense of having to, like, pay off things that you could, like, what you could, and it may not still have been enough for, like, everything that's going on. So, whatchamacallit? So, probably losing money. I'm also getting a sense of overspending. So this doesn't have to go to everybody. Mind you, this is a general reading. I keep forgetting to say that. It's general, so some people it may fit more than others. Some key points may fit more than others. But I am getting a sense that there was some money. You had money. And something came up to where you no longer had that money. So like I said, with the COVID-19, you could have had to pay off bills. Or there was some sense of recklessness because we didn't realize, how serious this could have gotten. So there could have been like you had money and you was just spending it, and now it's like, damn, there's nothing left. And then it's the Ten of Pentacles also represents the dark side of wealth. So somebody having money and not really looking out, caring, sharing for other people, not really being open, being stingy, stubborn, trying to what is it? What is the word? It's penny pinching. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, penny pinching. So trying to keep every last cent to yourself. And with the situation going on, that's normal. But what I feel like the universe is trying to tell you is that you may be like, if you do have money and you're like OD penny pinching, like not even getting your basic necessities because you think, oh, I need to save up. Oh, like that's not a good thing, because what I'm getting is the universe is sort of selling you like, now you're being a little overly greedy, or you're not thinking about the actual surrounding like factors of the situation. You're just like, I just want to keep all my money, the money's all mine, and things like that. And that's not, you got to spend money to make money. Now saving for your situation is different, but I do feel like it's some people that's genuinely penny pinching, or like just mainly keeping the money for you. And with the dark side of wealth, for you to even have that sort of energy, you kind of have to be somebody who gets consistent paychecks. Because me as a person, I'm not going to tell somebody who's been broke constantly to stop saving money. So with this energy, I do feel like this is something like you still have money coming in. You still have the ability to get your basics and handle the little things you have to handle. But you're being a little greedy. You're not helping out. You're just trying to keep it all to you. So this could mean like you're doing it from like a partner, marital partner, you're doing it from your kids, you're doing it from somebody who you know sort of like needs it, and you're just kind of like, no. The way I would usually, if I have money, with the situation that's been going on, when you walk out, tip some people, maybe give them $1, some homeless people you see on the street, like ways to get out of that I need to keep this money mindset. I'm not saying spend it all. Be very careful. I need to really work on how I'm saying that. I'm not saying give away, spend all your money. No, I'm just saying take a small portion of it and give that to somebody who may need it more than you. So like, let's say if you got like, I don't even know the amount to say. Like when I have $50, I don't mind giving like a few dollars to homeless people I see and things like that. Or if you have 100, 200, you feel me? Like just be willing to help. And it's not just to do it just to say you did it. It's more so I feel like you need to build your gratitude, because with this overwhelming greed, you're not seeing the bigger picture. You're just seeing what you think and how you think to handle it. But I feel like this is calling you to get out of that mindset. Like you may genuinely have enough right now. You may be set right now. Like compared to a lot of situations, you could be okay. Like you could be managed. You could have food right now. You could have certain bills paid that you know are going to be like the main important bills to look out for: light, electricity, water. You could have, phones already paid off. Like it's so many situations. So it's telling you, like, stop with this greed of what you have. Stop being so tight, tuckered, and holding on to so tight to the whatever the wealth is. It could I've been saying money because that's the easiest, but whatever the wealth that you have is, stop being so greedy. And it's funny when I say that, because looking back at this card, this one says community, and certain oracle decks do mean like coming together and people working together and making things, making things work in alignment with other people as well. So that could be what it's telling you, like, get into this community sense, be willing to help out, step out. Like, you're not alone. It's not just you. It's so many different situations. And work on this anxiety, this fear. I know it's crazy what's going on, and I can't say that you're in the best situation, but work on this, because there's a lot of people who are worried and who are stressed, and you don't have to sit there and be like, I'm the only one who has to think. Like, you may, from your immediate group, you may be looking at the situation and being like, no one else is as stressed as me, and that's probably true, but that doesn't mean you're the only stressed person. You feel me? It just means that you may view yourself. Let's get rid of this anxiety. We're gonna work on these little financial things. With this, I do feel like how do I say it? I do feel like your biggest thing would be finances for whatever you're probably going through. So if you know how to, I would say reach out to your ancestors, ask for your guidance, go to your archangel, go to your spirit guides, light candle for money, do some meditations, do what you can to attract the finances so that you can stay maintained, or just to attract like the ability to maintain, which is like, universe may not send you money, but the company, whatever company of whatever bill you have to owe decides, all right, so because we're going through this, we'll give you an extra month or things like that. Like, try to meditate for some more stability, and once you get it, try to be very grateful for it. Like I said, avoid this greediness, and if you already have it, work on being able to help out with everything going on. But outside of that, you'll be okay. You're gonna be okay. Like, I'm genuine. Look, okay, wait. All right, look. This is me telling you personally. You're going to be okay. And the situation is stressful and everything is overwhelming, but you've made it this far for a reason. You're not by yourself. You're not alone. Your guides see you. Your ancestors see you. Your people see you. It may not feel like it, but I promise you, you're being seen. Somebody is watching this. And you're gonna, taking the progressive steps, you're going to be like, okay. And I feel like you need that strongly. But, okay, let me get out of my emotional state, all right? I know I'm being emotional. I'm gonna stop. But, thank you. This was your reading, Group 2. All right, Group 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. I'm sorry, I just did the other 2 readings and I'm feeling good. All right. So, for those of you who chose this pile, this is the pile of a Bloodstone crystal. This crystal, oh my God. Oh, Jesus. This crystal is mad. I don't know. It's beautiful. It's sexy to me. I like it. It's just, I like the colors and the mixtures. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? I should clear that up. Okay. All right. So this is my Starseed Oracle deck. So the pick a card, I just had one dominant Oracle card, and then the rest will be my tarot cards. Ooh, see, bottom of the pile energy. All right, just because I seen that, I don't even know if I was meant to see it, but I seen it in the camera before I seen it. So now we're going to pull that out for you. I was trying to just do three tarot cards. I'm still going to pull the 3, mind you. But okay, I'm all over the place. All right, let me start. So my Starseed Oracle card, you have the card of Big Picture Thinking. So this is Visionary Platist. I don't know how to pronounce that word, forgive me. But the other word is Visionaries and Inspired Ideas. So, for group number 3, this is your time of creative endeavors, making dreams come to light. And it's funny because earlier I did a just random daily card that I just pulled out and just posted about it. And the card I got was like, your life is a canvas, and it was all these like creative endeavors and things like that. And I was like, when I first got it, I'm just like, Like, what? Like, what was it for? And I posted it and everything, and I'm just like, all right, so I'm still confused. But seeing this card now, I think it was probably just a further confirmation that I was gonna do my pick a card reading today. So I feel like now that was like a message for you. So, visionary, your inspired ideas, things that you see, creations and ideas that you have, bringing them in to fruition. So this is a place where I'm getting, you're like, you need to see bigger than, like, you need to stop seeing like every little tiny detail. You may be like trying to there we go, trying to perfect every little detail with whatever creative endeavor you have. And this is basically a guidance. Stop it. You got the general foundation of it. Let's just start moving pieces to see how things work. You feel me? So let's start big picture thinking. Let's start bringing things out. Let's start making things happen. First card, the bottom of the deck card, Two of Pentacles. We're gonna keep this over here though, because it was the bottom of the deck. But I still feel like this was meant for you, because the other readings I did, I didn't even see the bottom of the card at all. It never even caught my attention. They probably seen it on the camera, but if I ain't see it in it, I ain't know what to say. I'm sorry. But so big picture thinking. Yes, we're bringing this energy of making things happen. All right, Six of Cups. Off rip, what I can tell you is this is soulmate energy. Soulmate energy. So already some of you could be looking at like a relationship you want to be a part of, something you want to get into, throw yourself into. And this is basically telling you like this is something that is actually meant for you to experience. Like with soulmate energy, it's usually this partnership and this coming together and this harmony. And this is also telling you like this is something you're meant to see. So but before I start doing all that rushing, let me get to it. This is my little handy dandy book of notes. I love to write. I write all my notes in here for every card just so I can confirm. But Six of Cups, upright, is soulmate. It's revisiting the past. It's reconnection to childhood. Thinking about your childhood. So it's this feeling of nostalgia, how you used to be. It could be bringing those creative ideas back to life. So, what you call it? What you used to think of when you were younger, probably brand names for whatever brand you could be building now, or oh my goodness. Or it could be just this space of just reconnection to how you used to be, or how you used to think, or what you used to love. This is soulmate energy, so this could also mean someone else coming into the like someone coming back into the picture, somebody you probably had thoughts, dreams, feelings of, somebody from your childhood back in the day, in the past. So be mindful of that, because soulmate, but this doesn't seem like a soulmate reading, just the way the cards are lined up, because you have like one of each minor arcana, which I really didn't notice. You have cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. This is every minor arcana there. That's insane. So already we can tell group 3, you have an alignment. You really need to get yourself out there. You have an alignment just based off of this. So whatever you're going for, go for. It's definitely meant. It's literally I don't know. The reason I'm so hyped is because like as soon as I really processed it, I'm like, this is like Avatar. So this is like fire, water, air, and earth. So it's just like it's this mixture of all of things coming together. So now I see like you need to look like way bigger than you're like really looking. And this was the bottom of the deck, so that's how you know the alignment was on point, because I wasn't even paying attention to the bottom of the deck till I seen it. Page of Swords, that is Aquarius energy. Oh, yep, that is Aquarius energy. Y'all gotta forgive me, I need my glasses. So this is new ideas, curiosity, things coming into fruition, new ways of communication. So what I'm getting here, this Page of Swords is literally going hand in hand with like this big picture thinking. It's these new ideas, creative endeavors. And it also says new ways to communicate. So what I also feel is that you will be working with other people in this endeavor. Like, you may not work with other people in the very, very start of it in terms of like building it up. Actually, you really may, if you want to be honest. Because the new ways of communication, like, you may have like built it, whatever this is, like by yourself, but I feel like to make it thrive, you're gonna like need to find different ways of communicating, which means you're gonna you're gonna meet and interact with a lot of different people. So this is, I feel like this will be the new ways of communication, is highlighting a collaboration that may be coming into fruition because of the business like you're currently pushing. And with everything going on, you see people coming out with a lot of different businesses, things of that sort. YouTube videos, TikToks, people painting, sewing, knitting. The time, like this time is such a creative, like this situation is insane, mind you. I'm not saying the situation isn't crazy at all, but I'm saying the creativity people have that they're like now expressing because like they're stuck at home, it's beautiful. It's very beautiful because you get to see people do things that they naturally will not do or they naturally haven't done. So I take pride in seeing that people are really, you know, being pushed to this this creative side, like letting your ideas manifest right in front of you versus just like letting it be an idea for years and years and years. Like, yeah, what I'm getting from this is that you need to like go for it. This also shows challenges, competition, protection, and perseverance. All right. So now this is more so something that you're putting out there. So this could be a relationship because this is a soulmate card, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting that this is an idea, some sort of creative idea that you have made, that you're deciding whether to go for it or not. Go for it. If you can stick with it and see it through and persevere against the challenges and obstacles, go for it. Go for it. Like, this is your best time because you have a lot of support. Like, you may have been thinking like, all right, you know, little bitty bits, and that was good for a point in time. Like, the little things are very important for the overall aspect. So I completely, you know, understand why you operated the way you did with trying to nitpick every little situation. But now it's telling you like, you got the little steps done. It's time to go to these bigger, better, out there steps. And this is, I don't know, I find this beautiful because I feel like it's all connecting to like just telling you like, all right, so this is what you're gonna face, but this is the point. Like you're at this creative, this endeavor, this making things happen. And then also with the Six of Cups energy, it's also this fun, bubbly energy. So I don't think it's gonna like force you to go out there and meet people. I think not force you. I don't think it's gonna be like an annoying thing. Because with this soulmate Six of Cups it could still be like playful, fun energy. You feel me? It's not all strict and serious, and it's this childhood, lifelike energy. So I feel like this is going to be something that's going to be fun for you because you're going to get to express, because you love this, whatever this is, so much. You're going to be able to express a part of yourself within this. It's going to make this way more enjoyable than you can even possibly understand for right now. And then the Two of Pentacles upright. Multiple priorities, time management, priority, adaptability. All right. So once you push this, you're going to be pulled a lot of different ways. That's probably why it's telling you persevere. Whatever this is, I could already tell off the cards that I'm getting that this is going to be something like that's very important to you. Something that you've probably been working on for a little while, or you've been thinking about for a minute and you wasn't sure. You may have dabbled in a few things because you wasn't sure. But now I feel like your mental is like pushing that you should get this out there, express it, put it on the table. And I'm feeling like once that happens, you're going to get like so many different connections and people and energies and these different ways of communicating. Like it's going to be a rush. It's going to be overwhelming for a time period because that's normal. But it's also going to be like you making sure you have good time management. So if you got something where it's like, you may have something where you're like probably needing people to book appointments, or meeting, like having to meet with people at certain times. Pay attention to your time management. When a card tells you time management, that is not for no reason. Like, I'm not even good with time management. I'm very, like, I'm a procrastinator, like very, very much so. So it's hard for me. Not even, yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard for me. It's hard for me, like, in a personal sense, but not like, oh, in a worldly sense, like I can't do it. No, I can do it, but it's just mentally, I just don't be feeling it. But whatchamacallit? But when cards call out and tell you to focus on your time management, it's telling you that because it may make it easier for you if you have your priorities set up. What's more important, what's not as important, what needs to be done today. With this, you need to give yourself deadlines. Like, whatever you're about to push, you need to have, like, you need to be able to work on deadlines. And I get that this may be something like free and new, and this is something you want to do, so you don't want that like sense of control. But what they don't tell you when you're pushing your own thing is that you also need to have like this discipline. And what I feel like is that the universe is aligning you to give you your own discipline. It's telling you ways that you could do it. It's telling you, all right, pay attention to your time. It's telling you to prioritize. It's also telling you have fun with it, this childlike energy. And then, but it's also telling you to persevere, fight through. Like, you have the support. This is literally the setup. This is literally the universe telling you, go for it. Whatever you want to push. If you want to do hair, if you want to draw, you want to do tarot, crystals, oracle cards, you may want to study something different, or you may want to, whatever it is, go for it. Stop nitpicking. Stop trying to perfect it. Let the test run go. Push it. And once you do that, you'll feel a lot, like it'll be a better place for you, because now instead of just operating off of what it could be, you can genuinely see step by step what could take place. We need to see this from a bigger point of view, and the only way to see it that way is if we stop leaving it so perfect, if that makes sense. If we stop nitpicking every detail, see how it goes. This is an experience that's meant for you, and you have universal support with this endeavor. Now, I can't tell you that this endeavor is going to work out and you're going to get a whole bunch of money and everything's going to be perfect. No, I can't tell you that, but your cards are aligning so that this is an experience that you need to go through. This is not like, oh, maybe I can go through it. No, like, this is one of the things that's like, for you to get to the point in your life that you may be trying to reach, you need this experience first. So think bigger. Stop thinking about the details. Stop thinking about like just right now or next month. Think further. Think about some time from now, years from now. What could develop in 6 months, years, if you keep working with it, persevering through it, keep seeing it. Like, where could it be? Not just where it's at and all of that. You feel me? And whatever it is, please, I would love to know. So if you would like to, in the comments, let me know what resonates with you, what business you're curious about, like, and please feel free to reach out for, more in-depth readings if you need to let me, so we can more decipher what this message may be. But pile 3, you have it. You ready, like, you prepared. Like, all the other cards have this strong like effect of the COVID-19 and how it's happening, like the other piles. But this pile, that's not what you're worried. This pile is telling you, get your business off the ground while all this is happening. It's not, not get your business off the ground, but bring it into fruition. Manifest it. Make it happen. Push it. Go for it. I mean, that's the same thing I was just saying, but y'all giving me life. Y'all giving me energy. All right. But this was your pick a card reading. Please let me know if it resonated with you in the comments, and have a beautiful day. Alright, so hello everyone. It was really beautiful getting to see all your readings and then get the different energies. I had a lot of spirit messages within these piles, which is, I mean, I'm used to it, but it's still overwhelming at times, because then it's just like, wow, like it's a lot of energy. So there was a lot of curiosity going on with everything that was happening. And I think we got, certain things cleared up. And I also made it in time for the Cancer moon. So I will be posting this after the Cancer moon. I think maybe tomorrow while we're in Leo. But I wanted to do it while we're still in the Cancer moon so that messages can come through more clearly and things of that sort. For those of you who haven't seen my face, was why I was trying to put my face in this video. I'm gonna start putting my face in it, y'all. I'm nervous. All right, I don't be trusting how I be looking. I don't be with it. So I don't be wanting to put my face in nothing. But I think moving forward, I'll keep it more direct, and just so I can, how do I say it? I want to grow with this. You feel me? I want to be something more with this. So in terms of like how I'm going to be conducting myself, you will be seeing my face more, and I will always be here for readings. I do personal readings as well, so please feel free to reach out. Don't be nervous. I'm very polite. I'm very nice. But yeah, it was an honor talking to all you guys, and I hope that this Cancer moon night will give you all that you're looking for. And with that, bye.